Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk about time management as well as what sort of obstacles are getting in the way of you accomplishing your goals. And what's really helped me break down those barriers is personal development. I get that in all different forms and I really make it a habit. It's something that I love, I'm addicted to, and it's just great. So whether it's listening to podcasts or watching YouTube videos, I love watching and listening to Danny Johnson, Chalene Johnson, Darren Hardy, as well as Tony Robbins. And those are just a few. If you want to be successful, learn from those who are already successful, right? And one of my favorite books I wanted to share with you is called The Go-Giver. And this talks about how the key to success is adding more value to others as well as giving more. So it's quite simple and we shouldn't have to overcomplicate it, right? So while I was getting ready for work this morning at 2:30 in the morning, because I work for a morning show, so I start my shift at 3:15 in the morning, kind of crazy, but it's just my lifestyle and I love it. But anyway, I make it a habit to listen to personal development after I get up. And I was listening to Tony Robbins talk about time management. And he talks about how planning, again, is the best way to maximize your results. But the key here is what you focus on. Are you focusing on the process it takes to accomplish your goals, or are you focusing on the outcome? Because if we don't discipline ourselves, we might focus on what makes us feel good, what makes us feel satisfied in that moment, whether it's going and grabbing Starbucks or having a piece of chocolate or a dessert or whatever, or something we're afraid of. What if you're constantly focusing on something that you're afraid of or that causes us pain? We all know, many of us know, that exercise, eating healthy is something that we should do, right? Make it a part of our lifestyle. It's important. Many of us know that, except some people have an easier time following through with their workouts versus those who may find it to be really challenging. And ask yourself, have you ever experienced a time or a situation where you've wanted to follow through, you felt like you were committed, but each time you kept either throwing in the towel, giving up, this is too hard, I can't do this? Well, if that was the case, if you can think back to that time, what were you focusing on? Were you focusing on victory or success? Or were you focusing on, I can't do this, the process of getting there is too hard? So it's important to really focus on what you want to achieve and the results you want. And whether that's fitting into the pair of jeans that you bought years ago, or losing 10 pounds, or just feeling like you have more energy and you're more toned and more confident, those results will help you get to where you want to go versus the daily process of what it takes to get there. Because if you're afraid of failure, if you think you're gonna fail after a couple of days, or if you associate your exercise and your workouts with pain, what's the likelihood that you're gonna follow through on those goals that you have? And also, when you think about it too, let's say that you really are committed to starting a program, you want to complete it, and you just keep breaking your promises to yourself. Like, okay, I'll work out tomorrow, or I'll exercise tomorrow, and you make those excuses. I don't have enough time. But what's that doing to your confidence and your certainty? Breaking promises with yourself. So, for example, in the past have trained for 2 marathons, and from the very beginning, obviously, it's quite a take on, okay? So I remember really focusing on the finish line, and that was the result I wanted, that was the outcome I was looking for, crossing the finish line, whatever it would take to get there, not the process. Because if I focused on the process, it would be long, tiring runs on the weekends, a lot of time, and stress, maybe, right? Because it's just, there's so much that you're putting on your plate. But I knew that it was something I wanted to accomplish. I knew that I saw myself crossing the finish line, and that was my outcome. So I wasn't really focusing on the process it took to get there, and that made it a lot easier because I was willing to do whatever it took to accomplish that goal of mine. I wasn't thinking about, can I do this? I wasn't thinking about, am I gonna give up, or am I gonna fail? Will I quit halfway? I just kept thinking, I'm going to cross the finish line, and that really helped me accomplish those goals. Because the biggest thing that you have to remember is that making progress or change is not so much about your ability, because many of us are all capable. It's really your motivation. And I was motivated to achieve those results. I wasn't letting the process get in my way. So I hope this helps. I hope this adds value. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. If you would like to get started with some personal development, I can send you some of my favorites. Otherwise, if you have some recommendations, please send them my way. I'm always taking feedback, and it's something that I really enjoy. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.